You are trying to watch a movie or a show on your TV and you see loading ad 1 of 2 on the screen. Similarly, if you are reading a recipe on your phone and a pop-up shows up and you are aggressively tapping on the X button to close those ads, or whether you are on your tablet and a loud video ad starts playing automatically. These are ads. Ads are annoying, they are everywhere and they are wasting your time. But what if you could block all of them using this tiny $15 device? This is a Raspberry Pi Zero 2W. So today I'm going to show you how within just 5 minutes and without doing any technical stuff, how you can efficiently block ads from your TV, also on your smartphone and tablets, in fact from your entire home using this tiny device. And it costs, as I said, just $15. And we are going to do all of this within just 5 minutes. So let's get started. So first of all, you need a Raspberry Pi Zero 2W, a micro SD card, a USB micro power supply, and if you want the best performance, you can use a OTG cable and a USB LAN device. More on that later. Now the magic is the automated installer that I've created for you so that you don't have to configure anything manually. So first of all, we flash our SD card. So using Raspberry Imager, we flash our SD card, we choose the Raspberry Pi OS 64-bit Lite version, and then we enter the Wi-Fi details and also the SSH details and enable the SSH from the services section. Once this is flashed, we insert the card to the Raspberry Pi Zero and then connect the power supply. Once this is booted up, we just go to our smartphone. You can use any and then install and open this app called Termius. In the Termius, you have to go to connections and then enter the IP address of your Raspberry Pi device. Now, if you don't know the IP address of your Raspberry Pi, just use this app called Net Analyzer, and once you scan your network, you will see your device name. This is showing here and this is the IP address. So we just enter this IP address in the Termius app and then connect to our Raspberry Pi by entering the username and the password that we provided at the time of flashing the SD card. Now once we are logged in, all we have to do is just paste this command, and this is given in the description. So just copy this and paste it and then simply answer some of the preferences that it asks. So first of all, it will ask you to confirm. Just hit Y or yes and it will update your system. It will give you critical warning that you must set the static IP of your Raspberry Pi, which is important here, and then it launches the official Pi-hole installer. Now, while this installs, let's talk about your network. This setup perfectly works on the Wi-Fi, so you don't need a OTG or any of the other stuff. This device standalone can work as an ad blocker, but I strongly recommend that you use a OTG cable and a USB LAN device if you have a network connection which is like 200, 300 or 500 Mbps, because by using this USB LAN Ethernet device, you can get the full speed on your network. Otherwise, Wi-Fi can be slow at time and can be affected by various other interferences. So keep that in mind. I'm using the USB LAN because it's very reliable and it costs less than $10. So that's an additional expense, but you don't have to buy it necessarily. You can keep using it over Wi-Fi. If your purpose is to block ads only from your TV, smart TV, then this can work standalone and you can connect to your TV's USB port and power it on, and it is going to block ads from your TV. And after the installation, it will give you this final screen of successful installation. Now at this moment, you can just go ahead and visit your Raspberry Pi IP address and you will see the Pi-hole login screen. Here, all you have to do is enter the username and the password which we have changed. And this is the dashboard where you can see, add more block list and do a lot many things. But now this is going to work as a DNS server. So we are going to add this DNS server IP address in our TV. So we go into our TV. If you have an Android TV, just go to settings, Wi-Fi details, and in the Wi-Fi more settings, you have to add manual DNS, and in the manual DNS, you have to enter the IP address of your Raspberry Pi. That's why the static IP is required. So make sure you assign a static IP to your Raspberry Pi, whether you are using a USB dongle or only the Wi-Fi on the Raspberry Pi Zero. For more details, I've given link in the description on how to do it, so you can follow that guide. And now if we open any OTT app which shows ad, it's going to block those ads. And similarly, you can add this IP address of your Raspberry Pi to other devices also where you want to block ads, and this is going to block ads from that as well. Not only ads, it also blocks trackers. So any activity that you are doing, which websites you are visiting, those are also all blocked. So you can safely browse any website. When you go to the Pi-hole dashboard, you can do a lot more stuff. You can also add this ad blocker at network levels. So when I say network level, it means that you can add this DNS server IP address in your router's DHCP settings. You can enter the IP address of your Raspberry Pi and block ads from your entire home network and manage your entire home network through this dashboard. So that was all in this video for just $15, and in just 5 minutes you have successfully set up an ad blocker for your home, which can block ads from your TV, smartphone, tablets, PC, or your laptops. And if you think that this is a cool project, well, I have a few more for you. I've previously uploaded videos on how you can turn this tiny Raspberry Pi Zero 2W, this $15 device, into a wireless AirPlay 2 streamer, or you can use it to host a website. So you can do that too. Just go ahead, follow those also. Those are also like script based. I have prepared those. So I'm making these projects accessible by creating and automating installation and setup, so that you don't have to go through like manual setup, coding, or changing stuff, which is like too technical sometimes. So yeah, with that said, if you like this video, please hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. I'll be back with another interesting project video soon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next.